Hi, welcome to the Zeusdaz Unemulated Retro Game Channel. I'm known as Zeus, and this time I'm going to bring you something a little different. I'm actually going to try and produce for you with commentary the perfect 1000 point score completion of the 1983 grandstand game Firefox F-7. And there's not been a lot of footage on YouTube at all of this game. What there is pretty naff, just a few levels here and there, not very good quality. So I've already produced a long play for this. You may have seen that, but that was with absolutely no commentary at all. So this time I'm going to try and attempt to do it with commentary and help some of you who's never been able to achieve the perfect score and give you some guidance of how to achieve it. And I hope this works, because I'm going to feel a right muppet if it all goes wrong. So right, here we go. So let's have a look. First of all, what I've done here, I've actually got the machine fixed down on a very hard surface. That way when I'm pounding the fire button and moving the joystick, you're not going to get a lot of picture movement. You're going to get a little bit because it's the camcorder actually focusing on the screen. And yeah, it's going to be a little tricky, but because I have to watch it on the television. The camcorder is directly in front of me, in front of the machine, so I can't see the screen on the machine at all. I've got to do this through the TV. So that's the plan. The perfect 1000 point score should take about 20 minutes, and I'll go through each stage and give you some idea what the best way to achieve this and any tactics. So let's give it a go. You can select your you can either do, there's 3 speed settings. 3 is obviously super fast. The endings are exactly the same. The points are exactly the same. It's just a different speed setting. So we'll go for the 1 and let's try it. And it will go out of focus from time to time because, as I said, it is a camcorder poking at this, but it should focus in pretty quickly. Right, first of all, first stage, very easy. Jam it into the high position and then shoot like crazy. You'll get 5 points for each hit, which will soon rack up your points pretty quickly. And on this stage, they don't fire back, so you'll be. It's a good opportunity to get some practice in and get your score up. Now, as you notice, the walls of radiation, you can't go out the outside. I'll do it briefly. You'll see your ship will glow red. There. You stay in that too long, that area there, you'll lose a life. So you mustn't go out those 3 energy bars there. So each stage takes about 70 seconds. You've got to destroy at least 8 ships. Yeah, that's basically it really. It's an easy settling stage. As I said, always jam it in the high position. If you're going for the perfect 1000 point score, that's what you've got to do. If you don't, if you leave the joystick in the middle position, just using left and right, each ship you destroy is 2 points. In the low position, only 1 point. In the high position you get 5 points per each ship you destroy. And now we're going for a warp zone. This is a very tricky stage now. Stage 2, phase 2. You've now got to avoid the asteroids. You won't get much score on these levels. You've got to avoid this with all costs. So whatever you do not whack it into the fast position. You will not last very long. Always avoid it. The asteroids come at you in 3 different patterns, either straight down like that, to the left as you see, or even to the right. So you've just got to be careful here and just bide your time, take your time. This is not a stage to earn a lot of points. You've just got to survive it. I could show you what it would be like if you got hit by one, but yeah, let's get hit by one. This is what happens. There you go. Now I've lost 1 life there. Here we go. That's through that stage. Now we're on to stage 3. Now this is the first stage they actually fire back at you. You've got to be very careful on this one. There's no walls of radiation whatsoever. And again, if you've got the nerves and the courage, whack it in the high position. You'll get 5 points for each ship. But they do fire back. And their firepower is stronger than yours. So if you actually aim it in their direction, of the direction that they're firing in you, their bullets will get through to you. Your bullets won't get through to them. You've got to be very careful. So as again, see, oh, I just got whacked there. Now, on this stage it's best to zoom left to right. Don't stay in the same position for a second if you can help it. You're not going to last long if you do. Wow, you got hit there. As you can see, I've hit quarter of a millennium points already, 250 points. The hundreds are in the top left, the tens are in the top right, and that bar on the left hand side going up from 1 to 9, as you guessed it, is the single unit. So I've got 259 points now. This is a much trickier stage. They don't show much mercy. You've got to avoid them at all costs. And there we go. We got through that stage. Now we're going to actually see their head base. So this is phase 4. This is when you actually get to see their main base. A bit of flicker there, but once the game starts playing, it's gone. There we go. Don't jam this into the high position on this stage. I just did then. Again, you won't last long if you do. Basically this is a 2-point per ship stage. As you see, I've just hit 300 points. We're almost a third the way there to a perfect score. But believe me, it ain't over yet. We've got 3 tricky stages to come yet. 2, I'm sorry to say. The next one is a bit of a sub, and of course the 6 is the actual enemy's fuel tower, which you must destroy within a certain time limit. We'll get to that when we get there. We'll jump it in the high again, we don't want that. So you can go low and they go backwards, but you only get a point for every time you hit them. Not worth it. Stick it in the neutral position, keep zapping away. See how I hit there, that's another hit. So I've lost half my fuel. So I need to get to the fuel tower. There we go. I've lost the first half of my fuel. So the fuel tower is what I'm really heading for now. There we go. That's 4 phases done. Now on to the 5th, which is very similar to number 1, except the first thing is much wider walls of radiation, a bit more play area, but this time the enemy shoots back at you. You can go right out to the side of the screen now, but not all the time. It sometimes goes back to 3 walls. Again, you can jam it into fight. It depends how much your courage is up. If you've got plenty of fuel bars left, then you could risk a few seconds of jamming it into the high position and getting 5 points per hit. If you're getting a little bit low, stick it in neutral and just take your time. Keep your cool and take your time. See, this is the stage, once you get through this, it's the stage you need to get, it's the one you've been fighting for, is the fuel tower. I'll put it on low because he doesn't want to disappear, does he? Oh, there we go. I haven't got hit, I haven't got hit, now I get hit. Right, so yeah, fuel tower is not desperate, but yeah, I could certainly do with it. I won't make the next 6 rounds without it. Here we go, the fuel tower. Now you get a timer of 300. You must destroy it by the time you get to 90. And again, I'm sorry if the screen's moving a bit there, but it is a camcorder. 2 hits. Avoid the asteroids. Well, it's not asteroids, it's firepower. And it does go blurred, I do apologise. And I failed. That's bad. I would have got more fuel. There we go, we're back to stage 1 now. So I've got a lot of fuel back. I'm still 3 points, I could have got 3 more. Again, jam it in a high position, these don't fire at you. You get 5 points per hit. And to complete this game, you roughly have to go through the game 2.5 times. So that's about 15 stages. So you need to blow the fuel tower twice. So we're almost half a millennia points now, nearly 500. This is the stage to get your points. There you go, see, we're just about 500 points now. There we go, lovely. It's just a shame that I couldn't, there's no way of hooking this up directly to the hard drive DVD recorder, because it's a handheld machine. You can't simply stick a SCART lead in it. So for a camcorder, it's a very good picture actually, for a little colour LCD screen it's aiming on, to keep focus in darkness. I'm very impressed with it. As I said, you're going to hear me pounding on the joystick and buttons, nothing can be done about that. Again this stage, do not put it in high mode. You won't last. It's all about timing. It's typical, it's all coming, that's it. Whoa, that's close. That was a bit silly, that was. It wasn't very close, that was. Come on, give me some more ships. Whoa. Gotcha. 3 good hits there. Got one there. I could have got a couple more. That's better. That's better. So approaching 600 points now. I'll get 600 before the phase finishes. No, 599. Come on, give me one more. Ah, you bitch. 599 points. We're getting there. Now they start again. Once they start shooting at you again, you've got to be very careful. They get 2 or 3 hits on you and suddenly your fuel is down. Whoa! Pressed the fast there, didn't mean to do that. Never keep still. Keep swinging the joystick left or right. Don't give them a chance. And they attack you from about 4 different patterns on this stage, so it's a very, very nasty stage to survive. Ah, see I pressed stage, I didn't mean to do that. I lost the power ply there. Come on, don't come down the side like that. Don't come down the side like that. I can't get points if you do that. I'm not playing your game. Ooh, you got it there, and I've jammed it in the high, didn't mean to do that. 670 points, 2/3 the way from the perfect score. Okay, on to the enemy base again. Personally, my favourite stage. Well, I do like the fuel tower, but I do like this stage. Again, oh, I'm down to half my thing. I've got to be very careful now. I mustn't get hit too many times. Otherwise, if I fail on the fuel tower, it's game over. I'm never going to complete it. You must successfully blow that fuel tower twice in a certain time limit. Oh, I've destroyed 8 ships. That's all you need to do, but you have to survive 70 seconds. Ah, damn. That's it, I get a few hits on there now. 700 points and counting. Ah, shit. Ah, double shit. I'm getting very low now. I'm going to have to play the next stage very tactically. I'm not going to be able to go all guns blazing on it, because I've only got to be hit 4 or 5 times and I'm completely dead. Again, it's not a very good phase to get very high points on. You dare jam it in fast, because you'll score. Right, glad that's out of the way. Yeah, I've got 4 lives left, so I must get to that fuel tower and blow it. 750 with 3/4 of the way there. Again, do not venture out the 3 bars unless it goes to the 5, which it does sometimes like that. And in this circumstance, I am not going to jam it into the high position because I'm literally dying now. I'm very close to dying. I must get to that fuel tower. So it's a matter of survival of the fittest now. The pressure's a lot different when you're recording yourself live, you know. It's yeah. Ah, damn, that was clumsy. No. Ugh. Oh, get out my way, son of a bitch. I can die. No. Oh, one more life and I'm dead. I must get to that fuel tower. Come on, no more. Don't give me any more enemies. Hurry up, 70 seconds, come on. I must get to that fuel tower, otherwise I'm going to die. Whoa, shit. This is tricky. Yes. Right. Jesus, 1 life left. I've got to do this. If I don't blow this tower up successfully, I've had it. 800 points. Shit, I got it. Yes! Oh, Christ. Look at that, no lives left. That's giving me a lot of fuel left now. 800 points. Okay, now again. Whack it in high. Get as many points as you can. Come on, give me some shit. Don't muck me about. See, the points soon rack up. If you can get a few hits in the up, and when you've got the joystick in the high position, in the fast position, you're getting 5 points for every hit. And suddenly you're nearly on 900 points. So there we go, we've hit the 900 now. We're on our way to the Millennium. Perfect 1,000-point game. But mustn't get too complacent because it ain't over yet. I've got these 3 tricky stages to come up where they fire back at you. Plus the next stage, which is where you've got to avoid the asteroids. 950 points, we're almost there. We're almost there. Now I must survive this stage. You've just got to keep your cool on this stage. Don't try and be a hero, don't try and rush your points, because you will lose. Could have got one there. Ah, badly timed. Come on. Wow, that's really got it there, that's silly. Come on. Get in my way, go to the left or right. We're almost there now. The perfect score, 980 points. Points. Eight points left for the perfect 1,000 point score, the completion of the game. And now, as you can see, I've got a lot of it. I've pretty much done this. Here we go. Have it. There you go. First 1,000 perfect point game of Firefox F-7 on YouTube. Okay, I'm glad you. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that you come and visit the Zeusdaz gaming channel. And I'm sure there's some treasures on there you'll enjoy watching. So until then, I'm happy to have done that for you successfully. And yeah, cool.